Today I'm going to be trying out the viral fancy potato salad recipe. It looks amazing online, but let's see if it tastes as good in real life. So the first thing we're going to start off by doing is getting some new potatoes, and you want to cut them lengthways like this. I mean, you can cut them any way you like, but I just feel like that looks nicer. And I'm going to cook these in my air fryer, but you can cook these in the oven if that's what you've got, if you don't have an air fryer. But the air fryer is just so much quicker to cook these. So I'm just going to slice them all down the middle like this. And then when I do cook them, I want to make them really juicy. So obviously with the air fryer, you put in, well, you usually put in minimal oil, but I'm gonna actually coat them in a lot more oil than I would usually, just to make sure instead of them going like super crispy, which I do want them to do, they're also going to have a lot of kind of juice and moisture to them, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, so just make sure your potatoes are separated from each other so that each side is cooked really well. I have got this olive oil spray, which is by La Española. I love this. This is really, really good for using in the air fryer. Like I said, I am gonna put on more olive oil than I normally would, just to make sure they're super juicy. I'm gonna go in with some salt and pepper. This is just regular pepper, but the salt I'm using is actually celery salt. You can get garlic salt or celery salt. This is just from Waitrose, and I'm gonna be quite generous with this. And finally, a little bit of oregano too. Give it a really good mix to make sure all of those potatoes are coated evenly with the oil, the salt, the pepper and the oregano. And then once again, just lay them out nice and flat before popping them into your air fryer on 205 degrees centigrade for 25 minutes. So while your potatoes are cooking, you want to start making up your tzatziki. So I always start by grating my cucumber, and then what I like to do is just leave that for a little bit so that the water from the cucumber can drain from the little strips that you've grated. Just because if you add that water into your tzatziki, you're gonna make it a little bit watery. Oh my gosh, that was a workout. Make sure you get all of those delicious gratings. I'm actually going to pop these gratings into a sieve and then just pop that sieve over the top of the bowl, and that's gonna just get all the water draining off the cucumber. So now into a bowl, we want to add in some natural yogurt. I do say yogurt because I'm South African. Everyone picks up on that, and I do. It's just how I say it, I can't get it out of me. Then I've got some garlic here, and I'm just gonna crush that. In goes the garlic. Salt and pepper. I'm also gonna put in some basil. So I got taught something the other day actually about herbs in general. You only are meant to cut herbs once. By the time you cut them a second time, they start to lose their fragrance. You wrap it up as much as you can into like a little ball like that, so that when you slice through it, you only slice it the once to get it nice and fine. In that goes. And then I'm also just going to add some delicious extra virgin olive oil. Can I just show you how much liquid has come off the cucumber? So all of that would have been going into your tzatziki. So you've saved your tzatziki from going really watery. So now that has drained a little, I'm just gonna pop that straight into here and mix it all together. I'm gonna do a little taste. I'm gonna pop a little bit of this celery salt in as well, actually. Just season it to your liking. Some people might like less salt, some people might like more, obviously. Now that's done, pop that to one side and let's start slicing the salad. Right, so I've got a really big bowl here because you're gonna add it. I like to kind of section things out, and then you're going to mix it all together. So you want to make sure that you've got enough space to do good mixing. So what we're going to put in here is a red onion. We're going to go in with some black olives, cherry tomatoes. We're going to put some more basil in here as well. And then obviously the tzatziki and the potatoes that we're cooking. So I took these out of the air fryer a little while ago and they've just been cooling, but how good do they look? Oh my gosh, and I've also just tried a couple too. cooked to perfection. You've always got to try the food. Right, I'm just gonna add this into my salad. Tatziki's gonna go in, mix it all up, and then it's ready to enjoy. But it looks so good like this. I don't want to mix it, but I will. And there you have it, a super deluxe potato salad fit for any barbecue. Let's dig in and give it a try. Oh yeah, that really is as good as it looks online. Delicious.